Short, sharp right did the damage, and then back it comes, and there's the... Wow. This is the one that finishes it. He goes down because he's had enough there, hasn't he?
Yeah, very much so. Late in the round, he gets the finish.
You know what they say about BKB, summing it up? You never know. You're winning 2 rounds, you're winning 1 round, you're winning 4 rounds, you never know.
The way that Aaron Ashton came out, utilized the clinch, the dirty boxing, one might have said, all right, this isn't gonna last very long. Scottford's in big trouble, and he was, but he rebounded, came back, and earns the victory.
The will greater than the skill, always. Wow, what a fight though, Mike.
Great fight. To make it official, once again, let's get it inside the Trigon to Lee Thompson.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest comes to an end after 2 minutes and 59 seconds into round number 2. The referee winner by TKO in the red corner, Anthony
Jacksonville, Florida for BKB 41. Saturday, May 31st, co-main event. The Emperor of Bare Knuckle, Marvelous Marco Martignac, returns stateside to defend his Super Cruiserweight Championship against 5-0 #1 contender Jordan Fuentes. And then the BKB Heavyweight Champion Gustavo, the Cuban Assassin Trujillo, looks to move to 8-0 when he defends his title against the #1 contender, Poland's undefeated Kamil Sokolowski, who, by the way, happens to be here in attendance tonight and is set to visit with Gareth A. Davies.
Well, you can hear the support behind me. Brutal fight coming up May the 31st. Gustavo Trujillo, tell us about camp and how much you're looking forward fighting for the BKB heavyweight belt.
Yes, you know, I'm keep fit all the time, so it's not really changing my camp. Next month I'm start 3 weeks sparring with different sparring partner.
I hear Trujillo's watching tonight. You got a message for him?
Yeah, train hard. We have give good fight, and see you soon.
What does it mean to you? What would it mean to you to win the belt and bring it back? I know you live in the UK, but to bring it back to Poland.
Yes, it's a big opportunity for me, you know. I'm training hard. I know this fight is not gonna be easy, you know, because Gustavo is very good fighter, sharp, quick. But I wanna win this fight, and I want to take this belt to home.
You've heard it here. He's going to take his belt to home. We've got massive, brutal fights coming up just after this. Don't miss it. Don't blink. Don't put the teacup on.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Cardiff, Wales for BKB 40, as we now arrive at the light heavyweight division, scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome to the Trigon.
Brilliant fight, isn't it? I've never felt like that. That feeling I had when I walked out. Unbelievable.
Heavy onslaught, and it is all over, just like that.
It was perfect. It was how we imagined it would go. He come out strong, which he did. I turned him into the corner and then just done my work. Didn't let him bully me.
Kieran Hardy becomes just the fourth man to stop Johnny Lawson.
You're in there fighting for yourself as well. Whether you win, lose or draw, you know, doing yourself proud getting in there at the end of the day. There was no better feeling winning that, my first fight, getting it done. But I couldn't see where I was going until that fight. Now I've had that fight, I can see big hopes for me in this sport. I think it's made for me. I think I can go to the top in this.
It's different opponent, same outcome.
Be ready for whatever he brings. That's what I train for. That's what I train so hard for.
And now fighting out of the red corner, making his way to the Trigon, Kieran Hardy!
Kieran Harding won a Commonwealth bronze medal during his amateur days, a massive amateur pedigree, 56-4 amateur record. Tom, what I found interesting, and he's said this to us before, is that he approaches bare knuckle exactly the same as he did gloved, but he moves a little bit more and he needs to really focus more on the footwork and the head movement, but the basics are the basics.
The basics are basics, but in bare knuckle, you get hit, you're done. In gloved, you get hit, you get up and get on with it.
Yeah.
In bare knuckle, you can't take it. So he's right about moving. But let me tell you, he's been in the ring with, like, the great Anthony Ogogo, who had a fabulous pro career. He's boxed with the best. This is a top fighter, by the way. I expect him to really be a problem for Koki. But listen, we don't know what Koki's got to offer.
Hey,
we'll soon find out.
He's the man from Slovakia. We do know that. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight brought to you by Vortex. Unbeaten inside the Trigon, 35-year-old Kieran Hardy making his debut from Slovakia, 32-year-old Robert Koki. 2-inch reach advantage, slight height advantage for Roberto with the official introductions. Big Mo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, 5 3-minute rounds in BKB's light heavyweight division inside the smallest surface in combat sports, BKB's Mighty Trigon. This bout is brought to you by Vortex Competitions. Our referee in charge when the bell rings, Andy Albrighton. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with gold trim, he stands 6 feet, 1 inch tall. He weighed in at 167.2 pounds. Tonight, he is making his bare knuckle debut, fighting out of Novozomsky, Slovakia, introducing the man from Slovakia, Roberto Koki. And now his opponent standing across the Trigon, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with gold trim, he stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in at 168 pounds. He holds an undefeated professional bare knuckle record of 1 victory, opposite no defeats, and he fights out of right here in Cardiff, Wales. Introducing Kieran the Hurricane Hardy.
Here we go. Kieran Hardy in the black and gold trunks. Nice sharp jab early. Black and blue trunks for Robert Koki. Blue, gray, you know, they kind of fade together.
Whatever, yeah, absolutely.
I'm colorblind.
Listen, you'd never have guessed.
Yeah.
But now, it looks like Koki's going to try and make it an untidy fight.
Yep.
Because he knows how good a boxer Harding is. Now Harding has got to make sure that he keeps him at range.
And Koki does have a mixed martial arts background, so if he can get in tight, utilize the clinch, that may be an advantageous spot for the fight to take place for the man from Slovakia. They tie up. Last time out, debut for Kieran Harding. He became just the 4th fighter to stop Johnny Lawson. Did it in 1 minute and 5 seconds right here in Cardiff.
And look at his eyes. He doesn't swing, Harding. He looks and tries to pick the punch. That's a great skill.
Long right hand, Tom, by Koki, who said he started training 5 years ago for utilizing the hands and the hands only. Now, that said, you utilize the clinch as well. They tie up.
Just a bit untidy to start, isn't it?
Yep.
Just a little bit untidy.
Kogi told us his fighting style is one that adapts to the circumstances, but in every match he goes for the win, known for his durability.
Interesting to see Harding. You watch him, he boxes on the back foot a lot as well.
Yep.
He gets in and out very well. His feet are great.
And while most will say, oh, the Trigon, man, that is, and it is the smallest surface in combat sports, he said his movement was right inside the Trigon, so he felt like he had plenty of space to stay composed and fight his fight.
Absolutely. I'm watching him now. His eyes are so focused on his opponent. And he's waiting to pick that shot. You can see that right hand. There it goes.
Long combination and a tie-up again. Kieran Harding turns those shoulders over beautifully.
A little bit of blood on his nose, though, Harding.
Extending that 69-inch reach. Just waiting for an opening. Final seconds of round 1. Swing and a miss by Koki. Tom, let's look at the big right hand that Robert Koki was able to land. Boom! It's a good punch.
Good punch. But you notice, whereas Harding's looking and trying to pick it, he looks down and just throws it, and he connected.
Yep.
Cut on the nose, but it's on the nose. It can get into his eye, so it won't be a problem.
Anything bare knuckle hurts. But Kieran Harding, with all of his experience inside the boxing or bare knuckle boxing rings, Trigons, he turned with that punch though too. So he took the impact, but not the entire impact.
Not the entire impact, exactly right.
Set for round number 2. Kieran the Hurricane Harding.
Now that's better. You'd like to see him work off that jab now. Oh, he's down both.
Black and blue trunks for Robert Koki, who just scored an early knockdown here in round number 2. Koki's game.
For sure.
Harding swinging away. Great start to round number 2. A boxer since age 13.
He works the jab well, Harding. I'd like to see him work off the jab as well, though. There's got to be something on the end of the jab.
A lot of movement from Koki. He loves the right hand over the top, which is the one we showed the replay of.
And listen, Slovakians are tough. He's come tough. But we didn't know anything about him. We're finding out how tough and durable he is. Good shot.
I was only disappointed that he didn't know Marion Gabriel. First ever pick of the Minnesota Wild.
To be fair, I was in his club. I didn't know either.
Yeah, my son and I, our hockey is the Bible along with this. The ultimate proving ground, the Trigon, and that is scored a knockdown. So one each.
He's marked on the side of his face as well, Koki. I tell you what he is good at, Koki, is that little jab comes through. But there's nothing on the end of it.
Right.
It's okay having a jab, but you've got to come with something else. And you watch his left jab, it's good, but nothing on the end of it.
They tie up again, less than a minute on the clock. Here in round number 2, both men have scored a knockdown.
And of course now when you get, down.
Oh my, what a job by Robert Koki. How did he stay up? That is tremendous.
And the longer the rounds go, the more tired you get, then you're going to get hurt.
Yep.
He's got a real mark on the left side of his face, Koki.
Ducked under. Impressive movement.
From both fighters, to be fair.
Absolutely. But we expected it from Harding. We weren't sure what we would see from the newcomer. Big swing and a miss from Kieran Harding. As we near the end of another great round.
Harding's gone hunting. He feels he's got it.
No knockdown there.
No.
Koki came out, and he was the man who was the aggressor, Tom.
He came out aggressive, but he didn't have anything of any consequence. That's what I'm
Well, one of them knocked Kieran down.
Well, fair, but Harding looks to me like he feels the win's there if he comes hunting, and he's hunted him there, and he's put him down. I mean, we'll see.
Take a look. There's the knockdown scored by Robert Koki. And then, fair play. They tie up. But both men with knockdowns in round number 2. Round 1 very close. Fight scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Round number 3, Kieran Harding, black and gold trunks. Black and blue trunks for Robert Koki.
They're both tough guys, that's for sure. You know, Koki's more aggressive when he's been hit.
Yeah. Well, you said, hey, those men who fight from Slovakia are tough fighters.
Absolutely.
And we're seeing it right here. He changed his work schedule, did Robert Koki, so he can train 2 times a day. He wants this to be his future. Asked of his greatest influence, and he said, the notorious one, Conor McGregor, and he said it's because Conor made it from 0 to hero, and that's what Robert Koki wants to do. Humble beginnings.
What a body shot.
Trying to survive against a top-level boxer. Great flurry. And out of the corner again, though.
He's hunting him down now. He's chasing him down. And he's tagging him too many times.
Left hook glances off the face of Harding. Has his wife's name, Sam, on the front of his trunks. Harley and Blake, his 2 sons, also on the trunks of the Hurricane, Cardiff, Wales' own Kieran Harding. Midway point of this 5-round fight.
Yeah, good shot again. If I'm honest, I think he's tiring quicker.
It is all over! Kieran Harding with the victory, and he earned it. Round number 3. And they are loving it here in Kieran Harding's hometown, Vale Arena, Cardiff, Wales.
It looked like he gassed out, Mike, to me.
Yeah, very much
gassed
so.
out. Koki, tough guy, but gassed out.
And due, I would say, greatly to the body work showcased by Kieran Harding.
Absolutely.
said I'll fight anyone. James Kennelly, I asked about Barry Jones. He goes, I don't know him. He's Welsh, I'm Welsh. Not his neighbor, never trained with him. No disrespect. Loves the Welsh wrecking machine. But I would say the sky's the limit for this young man, Kieran the Hurricane Harding.
This is a big learning curve for Koki about bare knuckle.
No question.
It's a big learning curve.
And a good test early in the bare knuckle career for Kieran Harding.
For sure.
So Harding is 2-0 with 2 finishes. The official decision is coming up next. The Hurricane, a heroic effort again tonight to make it official. We get it to the one, the only, the busiest announcer this weekend, Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Andy Albright calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute 41 seconds of the 3rd round, declaring your winner by knockout and still undefeated, Kieran the Hurricane Harding.
Knocked down in round number 2 by Koki. In fact, that was the first knockdown of the round. Kieran answered, and then Kieran finished in the 3rd round to move to 2-0. He will visit with Gareth A. Davies.
Kieran Harding, a very smart performance. You had to hit ship right hands, a heavy shot in the 2nd round, take a knee. Are you happy with that performance?
No, that's the worst I will ever box. And that's hands down. I got caught with stupid shots. I didn't really box. I come into the fight, I took a bit of what he'd done on social media personal, and I tried to hurt him straight away. Polar management, putting a target on my face, saying that I'm dead. I don't do shit like that. So I took that personal, and it affected my performance, so well done for that. And it won't happen again.
Wins over Joe Lawson and Koki now. Where do you want to take this?
I'll go back, I'll watch this back, I'll work on what I did wrong, and then we'll speak to Jim about, a ranked fighter, but going off that performance, I need to go back to work for a bit.
You're about the only Welshman tonight who haven't asked to get on a jumbo jet to go to America.
They can come to me.
There you go, Kieran Harding. Everybody enjoy.
Nothing, Kieran Harding. Well played, and I love the fact that he said there's big names out there, but I owe a good performance to the fans, to the organization, before I make that statement. Nonetheless, he remains unbeaten. Co-main event later tonight, Podmore and Markic for the Bridgerweight belt, and arriving earlier tonight, he is Rocky, he is Liam Rees, the BKB Super Welterweight World Champion, 4-0 as a bare knuckle boxer looking to defend his belt for the very first time here tonight against Martin the Rebel Reffell. He said, and I quote, "I expect this to be one of the greatest fights ever. I like the violence. I fight on instinct. I don't believe in game over until the game is over." That is our main event of the evening, still to come for the Super Welterweight World Championship. Don't forget, we are on around the world from the mighty Trigon. So where do you watch? Well, how about Tom? We'll answer that for him.
From South Florida to South Wales, BKB continues to take over the globe. Don't miss BKB Live when it comes to your town. Visit bkbbareknuckle.com for upcoming show schedules and ticket information.
Joe Smith, Welsh bare knuckle hybrid champion.
But we've seen already, oh, it's over.
It is all over, just like that.
It's been amazing for me. It's a good experience to have. I didn't think I'd get this experience, and to win the way I did was just unbelievable for me, really. Shocked about it, I am, to be honest with you. Like, it's still having it home properly, like, it's unbelievable, like, to win by knockout on my debut, like, so that's amazing to me, it means everything, like. I got bullied as a kid growing up, and it was really bad on times, like, and not proud to say it, but I did try committing suicide over it as well, like, but as I say, managed to get into boxing and knuckle down into it, and that's when I realised then this is my last chance, like, and I wanted to make a go of it and just show kids that who can get up and keep fighting and going forward, like, you don't have to get put down all the time.
What do you know about your opponent, Tyler Goodjohn?
I'd be honest with you, I don't know much about him, except, well, he's an OG at the bare knuckle, really. He's been through so many different bare knuckle sports and everything, so it's a big name for me to fight. This is really where I prove who I am.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, inside the mighty Trigon, the smallest surface in combat sports, and welcome back to Cardiff, Wales, tonight's home for BKB 40. Our next bout is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds at a catchweight. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, please welcome to the Trigon, Joe Smith.
This could be the theme song for bare knuckle boxing, because when you step into that Trigon, you do go down that path alone.
Absolutely. The loneliest place in sport is that ring.
Gypsy Joe Smith, born and raised in Swansea, Wales, ready to put on a show again tonight. His first fight lasted 55 seconds. It was February 1st right here when he finished Ryan McCann, scored a knockdown, then finished him on the second big shot.
And fighting, what I love about him, not fighting for America or fighting for, is fighting to feed his family.
Yep.
That's hell of a driving force, by the way.
The greatest force there is. Joe Smith, Tanya, stepson, twins. And he is a busy man, wants to be a world champion. Greatest influences, Mike Tyson, and again, a Welsh guy saying Joe Calzaghe. Let me put on my surprise.
Not too bad of them two, is it? Not too bad ones to choose.
The pride of Wales, the longest reigning super middleweight world champion in boxing history.
However, there's an argument there. Some of us might argue, Robin Reed, did he beat him? Did he not beat him? There's an argument. I thought he beat him.
I'm in Wales, so I'm not arguing.
Okay, fair enough.
You can. Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
All right, fair. Yeah. Wants to make his mark on the BKB circuit. Certainly started out in style. Old school fighter, Joe Smith.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, making his way to the Trigon, please welcome Tyler Goodjohn.
It's been a while since we have seen Tyler Goodjohn battle without the gloves. Tonight, his first bare knuckle bout in 709 days, May 12th of 2023. Nearly 2 years ago, as far as his time early with the British BKB, this has been a long, long time, 5.5 years since he has been here, but he's back. He lived in the States. He wants to put on a show.
When I called his fights then, technically there was none better. Technically and aggressive, he really is special. This will be a great fight.
Our tail of the tape for this catch weight fight, brought to you by Taco. 33-year-old Good John, 34-year-old Joe Smith. Everything else is virtually identical. Once again, with the official introductions, here is Big Mo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Our referee in charge when the bell rings, Clive Allison. And this bout is brought to you by Clue Nicotine Pouches. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the blue trunks with white trim, he stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 152.8 pounds. He holds an undefeated bare knuckle record of 1 victory, opposite no defeats. And he fights out of Swansea, Wales, introducing Gypsy Joe Smith. And now his opponent, standing across the trigon, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with gold trim, he stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 155.5 pounds. He holds a bare knuckle record of 4 victories versus 3 defeats. And he fights out of Ely, Cambridgeshire, Wales, making his bare knuckle return tonight. Please welcome El Tornado, Tyler Goodjohn.
Here we go. Tyler Goodjohn, black and gold trunks. Joe Smith in the blue, and he is coming out firing.
Wow, he has come out the blocks quick.
Watch for the back of the head. Warning for Gypsy Joe when they get in tight like that. Gypsy Joe coming off a great debut. Been a while since Tyler Goodjohn has been inside the bare knuckle boxing combat world. Over the top again, nice uppercut from Gypsy Joe. Oh, that one you could hear, Tom.
He's not allowing Goodjohn to settle.
Nope.
He's come hunting, trying to get him involved straight away, and it's a great tactic, to be fair, because Goodjohn's a good fighter.
And Goodjohn did say to us that he does cut, so he's got to be careful. He also said, I'm not a reptile, I don't regenerate. But big shots early from Gypsy Joe.
I think he's using his height as well. He's keeping away and then getting out and getting him very quickly. Oh, a little word from the ref.
Got to be careful. Clash of heads. Clive Allison, truly one of the best in the game. Goodjohn after the break trying to come out and get a little momentum himself. Midway point of round number 1.
How quick is Smith, by the way?
Oh, absolutely.
Speed is excellent. Hand
Old
speed.
school fighter.
Old school hand speed is excellent.
Speed, power. Fighting at home, he said, means the absolute world to me. He's fighting for Swansea. Sharp jab from Goodjohn.
Do you know what I like?
Returned home, Tom, after living in the States and was away from boxing for 7 years.
What I'm loving, though, when Tyler tags him, he isn't backing up. He comes straight back with a punch. You hit me, his counter-punching's excellent tonight.
What a great start to this 5-round fight. Still to come, diamonds and gold, the co-main and the main event of the evening. Uppercuts. Again. Some blood coming from the ear, the left ear of Tyler Goodjohn.
He's very tough though and durable, Goodjohn. But he's been out a long time.
He has. As I mentioned, nearly 2 years since his last bare knuckle bout, but he's pouring it on
Good
here
body.
at the end of the round. How good was that?
Well, he's just coming to his own there, Goodjohn.
Yes.
And the one shot he made that really hurt Smith was the body shot.
Yes.
You could see Smith just bring his elbow down because it hurt him. If he works on the body, that could be a big thing for him.
Action-packed round number 1 between that man, Tyler Goodjohn, and Swansea, Wales' own Gypsy Joe Smith. Uppercuts were abundant from both men. Round number 2, Mike Goldberg, Tom Ross, Gareth A. Davies, and of course, Big Bo. Great to be here again in Cardiff, Wales. Black and gold for Goodjohn, blue trunks for Gypsy Joe Smith. Good movement here early in round 2 from Goodjohn.
I think Gypsy Joe looks like he's up for the fight because his opponent, the quality of his opponent's high,
Yes.
and it's getting more out of him.
I would agree.
But look at the head movement of Goodjohn. He's a really good technical boxer.
Back with his longtime trainer, Steve Whitwell. They were together for the first 3 bare knuckle fights of Goodjohn's career. All 3 of those fights, victories.
I did them all, and he was invincible then. He was
Really
invincible.
was. Pro-gloved. 18 of his 19 fights from 2010 to 2017. They check on Gypsy Joe. Under 2 on the clock. Round 2. Welsh bare knuckle hybrid champion, Gypsy Joe Smith, 1-0 in the Trigon.
Not one of them has been in the corner yet. They're really trying to own the center of the ring.
Tyler Goodjohn, tonight his 8th bare knuckle battle. He has never been stopped. What a pace.
Smith's up for this, so quick. Oh, great shot from Goodjohn, the body. And again, the body.
Blood under the left eye of Goodjohn. Step-in hook from Joe Smith. We got ourselves a fight.
We got a proper fight.
It's a tear-up.
He's just told him as well. Smith hit him on the back of the head again, and the referee, Clive Allison, not having it.
Heavy body shot from Goodjohn. Answered, though, by the right hand of Joe Smith.
They're trading blows, aren't they?
They really are, yeah. And Tyler Goodjohn said he's tough, game, confident. He'll be in front of his home crowd. So he said of his opponent, Joe Smith,
Yep.
He'll be a tough opponent. For me tonight, for anyone here at home. And maybe anywhere else in the Trigon, too.
I suppose when you go to somebody's hometown and you're on your own, that gets a little bit more out of you as well.
No question. Nearing the end of round 2. Good movement from Goodjohn. Tyler Goodjohn, former BKB world champion.
This is hard to call this. They're both at it. They're both going at it, hammer and tongue. These two are showing something that we haven't seen for a lot of fights. But it's who's going to gas her first.
Yep, and it's been back and forth like we've talked about, Tom.
Absolutely. I think Smith's been very impressive.
I agree.
Because this is the best quality he's faced in Tyler Goodjohn.
Absolutely. I just said absolutely twice. You must be brilliant. Scouted as an amateur fighter at about amateur fight 70, Tyler Goodjohn turned professional with the gloves at age 19. Trained at that time by Tony Sims. The battle continues. Round number 3. El Tornado, black and gold trunks. Gypsy Joe in the blue trunks, double jab.
You know when you ring rusty, when you've been out for a while, but he seems to have settled down from that.
Yep. Tyler talked about his heroes truly being his mom and dad. They don't love him fighting, but they do support the fact that he loves what he does and he's pretty darn good at it.
And he's got a big fight on at the moment, fighting in court for his kids, to see his kids. That's a great driving force. One of our referees, of course, did a lot of his fights. Ian John Lewis reffed a lot of his glove fights.
Yep. Daughter Orla, son Rowan. 2 minutes on the clock, round 3. Tough one for the judges so far.
They're both fit though and both going for it. Smith showing a lot of quality that we hadn't seen from him in the last fight.
He has raised his game to a higher level of opponent. Just missed with the step-in left hook. Slick, technical, aggressive violence. Tyler Goodjohn describing his fight style.
How quick was Smith's hands then? Bang, bang, bang. Real combination.
And a combination returned by Goodjohn. Body shot from Joe Smith, partially landed. His daughter's name on the front of his trunks, the black and gold trunks of Tyler Goodjohn. Big right hand. Gypsy Joe ducked under the way.
Trying the body shot as well, but not having much effect on Smith, who looks unmarked, but there's a lot of marks on Goodjohn, more marks on his face than there is on Smith.
Joe said, I bring a different style to BKB. I'm unique. He can't wait to put on a show again here tonight, and he has.
But he knows if he beats Goodjohn, he does not. People sit up and take notice of him.
No question.
Is that the same as absolutely?
Yeah,
just check it.
You're just always right, so I just agree. Final seconds of round number 3. Body shot delivered by Gypsy Joe, answered by Tyler Goodjohn.
Wow. I'm looking at his face now. There is a few marks on Smith's face. Yep. It's beginning to swell just under the eye. Grueling fight, absolutely grueling.
And some spectacular combinations landing, footwork, body shots from Gypsy Joe.
He looks focused, doesn't he?
He really does.
He really does look focused.
He knows the moment. He also wants to bring a victory home to Swansea. Said straight up, fighting for Swansea 100%.
Getting a little treatment on the eye, both of them. It's been a fight. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
We've got a real fight.
Yes, we do. I'm not a reptile. I don't regenerate. Set for round number 4. Tyler Goodjohn. El Tornado or Tornado. I say tornado.
Tornado,
American.
tornado.
Yeah, black and gold. Gypsy Joe, same in any region of the world. Blue trunks. Goodjohn, energetic here at the start of round 4. Smith, another heavy shot. Blood coming down the right side of the face of Tyler Goodjohn.
They're trading even. I just wonder if any of them has got something special to pull out the bag. Just something special that'll win it for them. Because at the moment it's hard to decide who's in front.
It really is. His battle continues. Good head movement, but then clipped. Gypsy Joe moved his head out of the way, but then Tyler Goodjohn had an answer on the return.
What an hors d'oeuvre this is for the two big fights.
Yeah, that's right. Both for belts. Podmore the champ. Liam Rees the champ. Emil Markic, the challenger. Martin Reffell, the challenger. Joe Smith, right in front of us. Just past the midway point of round 4. Goodjohn's all kinds of bloodied up, that scar tissue above the eyes. But he's not going anywhere. He did say, I can get drawn into a good tear-up too easily. I don't know if he had any choice tonight.
No, I don't think he had a choice. But they're both, I think, they're probably both, if you spoke to them now, both think they're winning it.
Yeah. And you could make the argument both ways.
Both ways, exactly.
Man, they are throwing straight from the canvas.
Can there be anything more testing than stepping into the triangle?
No. And if you don't believe us, watch a little more of this.
It takes a special sort of person to get in and fight bare knuckle.
That's why there's so much mutual respect in this game.
100%.
Boxing is a martial art.
Great head work from Tyler Goodjohn.
And he did that earlier too, as did Joe Smith. We're gonna make our way to the 5th and final round. Fifth and final round. Tyler Goodjohn, as I mentioned earlier, defeated 3 times, never finished. 3 minutes remain. Black and gold for Tyler Goodjohn. Blue trunks for Joe Smith. Clive Ellison.
Wants a medic, does he?
Yep.
Wants a medic to have a look at Tyler.
That is a nasty cut above both eyes.
Okay,
but not bleeding, so great job by the cut man.
100% now. The medics give him the go-ahead to continue.
Yep.
And that's BKB. We care about the fighters.
No question. Fighter safety, paramount. Priority number 1, always has been, always will be. They stand in the pocket and train. The pace is not slowed at all.
No, not from start to now. It's been a really good fight.
It really has.
A really good fight.
Goodjohn wants to cement his legacy as one of the biggest bare knuckle pioneers, showing kids all around the world with hard work and the right mindset, you can achieve anything. You can live your dreams.
And ain't that the truth?
It is indeed. I don't think this is a dream for either of these men. Nice left hook.
But you know, when you
Good
speak
shot.
to them, they say they're living the dream.
Oh, absolutely.
This is therapy to these
That's
guys.
because they love what they do, Tom.
Yeah.
And many fighters came from, as Joe Smith talked about, being bullied at a young age. Went into boxing,
There you
found
go.
himself a place for his sister to be protected as well. And he's a heck
What
of
a
a boxer.
story. What a story that is.
Smith turning it up here in the 5th.
I wonder what chance this is a draw.
90 seconds. No knockdowns. One-one-two from Gypsy Joe.
You know what, you realise quickly in BKB, ability is never enough.
Right here.
It's important, but ability needs the heart to go with it. And the chin, of course.
Of course.
The Holy Trinity.
Under a minute. Here in our catchweight featured matchup. But for our co-main and main events, both for BKB World Championships. 40 seconds.
It's got it all. We've seen speed, we've seen aggression, we've seen footwork, we've seen body shots, we've seen the lot.
Head movement.
Everything. And unable to separate them.
They both did their road work.
Ain't that the truth?
20 seconds. Uppercut. Tyler's movement is very good, but he hasn't been able to avoid everything.
No.
Looking for the big finish. Nice left hook from Good John. They go the distance.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. All 3 judges see the contest 48-47. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Tyler El Tornado Good John.
Great fight. Tyler Goodjohn with the unanimous decision victory, and he will visit with Gareth A. Davies.
What a fight, Tyler Goodjohn. What a performance. Back into a baptism of fire.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I just want to pay a massive respect to Joe Smith, who coming here, look, I'm a big name in bare knuckle. Look, I know there's booze and that. Look, at the end of the day, he's swinging and missing half of the time. I have a lot of scar tissue on my face, so look, it only takes a jab. But I'm not going to take thing away from Joe. That was a hell of a fight, man. He's tough.
Did you think it was a close fight while it was ongoing?
Not really. He was swinging and missing majority of the shots. Obviously, it's something that I've had to deal with a lot in my career. But the facial doubt, look, I'm in wars consistently. So the scar tissue comes undone when I fight. The blood's in my eyes. That then affects the judges and what they think. It's the way it is. Look, if you won wars all the time, expect there's going to be blood, expect there's going to be scar tissue, boys. I ain't no fucking robot, do you know what I mean? I don't just magically replenish. So, whatever. I am consistently in wars. And there you go. There was another one.
El Tornado is back. What a fight, ladies and gentlemen.
What a show they just put on for 15 minutes. Good John. 48-47 on all 3 judges' scorecards. Coming up next, our co-main event of the evening for the BKB Bridgerweight World Championship. That man is your champion, looking to defend for the first time. That man is Big Pod, Dan Podmore. 7 wins in his career without the gloves on. But he has a big battle in front of him tonight. The Slavic Warrior, Emil Markic. 6-week camp at home. Just turned 42 on Thursday. Wants to become a champion here tonight. Mike Goldberg, Tom Ross, 51st night of fights for you tonight, bare knuckle, congratulations. How about Big Dan Podmore? This tonight is his 6th straight title fight. He has earned it.
Absolutely. His first fight, you would not recognize him. He came in, he just came in just to make up the numbers. He was overweight, didn't have anything about him, and all of a sudden now he's fit, he's aggressive, he's multiple world champion. This man has worked at his craft, and he's a good fighter, and he's got a powerful punch. He's got his hands full tonight, though.
Oh yeah. Anybody who is nicknamed the Slavic Warrior is a force to be reckoned with, and that is Emil Markic. He is the challenger. He wants to bring the belt home against the champion, Dan Podmore. So it is our co-main event of the evening for the BKB Bridgerweight World Championship. Dan Podmore and Emil Markic. Big Mo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our co-main event of the evening. 6 3-minute rounds for the BKB Police Gazette Diamond Bridgerweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner. Please welcome the Trigon, Emil Markic.
The Slavic Warrior. He said, I'm the better fighter. I have the higher boxing ability and boxing IQ. 36 wins with the gloves on, 27 of those by way of knockout. He is a bona fide finisher. 2-time WBO European champion, WBU, WBF world champion, looking to become a BKB world champion here tonight.
Absolutely. And you wouldn't bet against him.
No.
Because he's got something special about him. He's got that boxing pedigree. And sometimes you wonder whether that transition to bare knuckle will work. He's won his bare knuckle fights, so it's working for him.
And he finished Joey Angelo back in Denver in 24 with a vicious left hook. He is the challenger, Emil Markic.
Oh, he's caught him, Barrett there, wobbled there, big wobbled and he's down.
He went down hard.
And the new BYB Bridgerweight Police Gazette Diamond Champion of the World, Big Pod.
I never thought in my wildest dreams I could ever be a world champion. When I was young, I thought if I was ever going to make something of my life, it would be punching people in the face. I was a very small child till I was about 15. I used to hang around with all the older lot and they used to bully me. So the one day I just flipped out and I went and got a rake at the garden and I clattered about 6 of them. No one bullied me again. Like I said, I was journeyman. It turned into a job. So I was having 5 fights a week and going up and down the country. But then having the bare knuckle, that's what brought it all back. I thought, this is the purest form of violence, really, isn't it? So I thought, yeah, I love this. I just want peace. No aggro. If I could go take a chilled walk in the park, that's what I'm going to go do. If I can just have a nice cozy down the sofa, that's what I'm going to do. If I go want to take my kids out, spend the day with my kids, make sure I have a nice chilled afternoon, then that's what I'm about. I'm not about anything else. I want peace, that's it. I think I am the most undervalued and underrated bare knuckle fighter because you know Barry Jones, he's won multi-weight titles. Jimmy Sweeney, multi-weight titles. Marco, multi-weight titles. You don't ever hear of Dan Podmore fought a multi-weight world title. You know what I mean? I'm not getting the recognition than what these guys have got. I think I'm the most underrated or undervalued world champion that we've got.
What do you know about your opponent?
I know he's got a good gloved record. He's 35 wins and 4 losses, 27 KOs. He's 2-0 in the bare knuckle, first one against Albert Scamp. I can see the skills, it's that Eastern European style. We're devising a plan that we know how to beat that style. He hasn't fought anybody yet that's of any substance, and I am the cream of the crop at the minute, so he's going to find out.
And now, fighting out of the red corner, the defending champion, Dan Podmore!
A win over the Slavic warrior tonight will be another huge statement for Dan Podmore, 4-time world champion in 3 different weight classes. Of course, the reigning defending BKB Bridgerweight world champion, former British BKB heavyweight and cruiserweight world champion. In fact, Tom, as you well know, the last British BKB cruiserweight world champion.
And he's right. In glove boxing, the heavyweights are top of the crop. In BKB, they're not. And he's made a point there, I'm undervalued. I don't think he's undervalued, but he doesn't get the recognition.
I would agree that he is not undervalued. He's earned his spot. 6th straight title fight. His 3rd camp with Michael Kennelly. Michael, a great boxer in the Army, spectacular trainer. And Dan did say he fell in love with the sport again under the guidance of Michael Kennelly, and he's progressed because of it.
He was always tough. Kennelly's turned him into a fighter boxer.
Our tail of the tape for this, our co-main event of the evening, brought to you by Clue. The champion is 36. The challenger is 42. The champion has the height advantage. Podmore, Markic, belt on the line. Official introductions. Big Bo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Cardiff, inside the mighty Trigon, this is your co-main event of the evening. 6 3-minute rounds for the BKB Police Gazette Diamond Bridgerweight Championship of the World. Brought to you by Clue Nicotine Pouches. Our referee in charge when the bell rings, Clive Allison. Let's meet the fighters. First, the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner. Wearing the black trunks with gold trim, he stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in at 211.3 pounds. He holds an undefeated bare knuckle record of 2 victories versus no defeats. And he fights out of Mostar in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Introducing Emil, the Slavic warrior, Markic. And now his opponent, the champion, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks with black trim. He stands 6 feet tall. He holds a bare knuckle record of 7 victories versus 3 defeats and 1 no contest. And he fights out of Birmingham, England, introducing the current, the reigning, the defending BKB Bridgerweight Champion of the World, Dan Big.
4
Clive Allison, the referee. Title fight scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds. Here we go. The champion in the white trunks. The challenger in the black and gold trunks.
He'll have to be at his best to stop Podmore. Markic will have to have something special to beat Podmore, because Podmore is one tough, and he's a very experienced bare knuckle boxer.
All 7 of his bare knuckle wins have been by KO or TKO. Markic has finished both of his bare knuckle battles. Good shot right to the nose of the Slavic warrior early. Podmore, nice head movement.
What a great double
again,
jab.
Double jab right in the same spot.
Double jab, brilliant. And this is Canelli's effect, turning him into a boxer as well as a fighter.
And already damage to the nose of Emil Markic,
who in his last fight cut on his nose as well.
Yep. That was a heavy left, but Dan was able to lean away from the entire power coming from Markic. They are throwing.
I like his working off the jab. I love that. And as I said, that's Michael Canelli's effect. Michael, a good boxer himself for the Irish Guards. You know, he knows what the game's about, and we always knew how tough Podmore was. He'd stand his ground with anybody, but he's added ability and skill to that now.
And that's what it's all about. You have to evolve because this sport has evolved. And again, that jab has been magic.
And his footwork, by the way. For a big man, he's getting out of the way quick.
He may feel that he's not recognized to the level in which he deserves, but you recognize the ever-improving skill set of Dan Podmore.
If you win tonight, he can't be, well, not ignored, because nobody ignores him, but he's got to get that recognition he wants.
He did forget to mention Smash, but, you know.
Well, Smash is I mean, he's relentless.
Yeah, Smash is the man.
That jab's got through yet again. The left jab straight through.
And then he throws the hook, mixing it up. First tie-up, first round. 30 seconds. Swing and a miss by Markic. Podmore on the return, and again, snapping that jab.
Timeout. He really looks sharp, though, Podmore, doesn't he?
Yep.
Looks really sharp.
Absolutely.
On his feet, with his hands, he looks sharp. He's having a warning, though, from the referee.
Bit of an open hand.
Yes.
Final seconds of the first. Podmore over 250 fights. White collar MMA, kickboxing, bare knuckle combined. Great start for the champion.
Podmore's round that.
Yeah. Boxing 101. Utilize the jab. Doubled it up and again.
Brilliant.
And you see Markic wiping his nose.
The jab. I don't think I've ever seen a double jab like that.
From
when was the last time? No. When have we seen much of that double jabs in this country?
Wow. I don't live here.
No. Tell you, not many.
I believe it. You tried to throw a double jab at me during the meetings today.
I tried it with an ex-wife once, but I was unconscious for about a week.
But were you faking it? The battle continues. Great start. And you can see the nose of Markic. It's bothersome. Keeps wiping it. Don't know if it's broken. Also a big hematoma on the left side of the face of the challenger. Very composed performance by Podmore.
Left, super left. He's getting through too often for Markic's corner to be happy with him.
It's one thing to go to train with one of the best. It's another to really embrace what you're learning and then put it on display.
And to
Dan's doing
absolutely,
it.
and to utilize it, to actually use it.
Yep. In tight markets with a big left.
And the body is working as well.
I think in the big picture, Dan Podmore would be wise to stay at distance because he's been ruling this fight
it's
from
working.
distance.
It's working for him. Keep the distance and keep the jab going.
Not that he can't fight in a phone booth, but I don't know if you want to even it out with Markic like that.
I think it suits Markic to get it close.
Yes.
But I think Podmore is looking to make a statement with a knockout.
And another shot that bothered Emil Markic.
Just win the fight.
Yeah. That's it. Defend your belt. Line up the next.
He's desperate to go to America as well.
He is.
I think he could have been there, but for visa problems, which
That's correct.
I think are now sorted.
Yep. Kind of a switch in the lineup. So we had Cub Hawkins and Jack Marshman.
Wow. Another two good tough guys there, by the way.
So Dan fighting here in the UK. Warning for back of the head. 1:10 on the clock, round 2. This is not the Podmore that you saw years ago.
No, it could be a doppelganger. Could be something different. But everything, not just fitness, skill, ability, durability, technique, it's all improved. And a lot of that is down to, since he moved from one Simon Haycock, who did him well with fitness, he's moved now for the technique to Michael Kennelly.
And he said that Fitness Factory always has the fighters in great shape.
Yeah, unbelievably so.
But when you advance in this game, you have to become a boxer without the gloves on, but you have to become a boxer, and we're seeing it on display here.
And more at the top level, the higher the level you go, you have to have more than just fitness.
He's really breaking down. 6 foot Slavic warrior Emil Markic.
Do you like the way as well Dan's going body, upper body, jab to the face, then he'll work the body. I love it.
And by coming out and utilizing the jab so well, now he's able to mix it up.
Yeah. I like a fighter who goes upstairs and downstairs because you don't know what's coming. The opponent doesn't know what's coming.
And you can see how the body shots are slowing down the Slavic warrior. Can take a punch too.
For sure, he's got a good chin.
And to the body.
There's the lower. There's nothing worse than your opponent having a range of shots and you're not sure where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Defensively, it gives you a headache.
Couple of his setbacks. One was against a much larger Richie League. The other was in Thailand when he tore his right bicep.
I was there, yeah, I was there.
So, and the third is professional debut. This man is a winner. 6th straight title fight, round number 3. Fight scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds. The champion has looked tremendous thus far. White trunks for Big Pod. Emil Markic in the black and gold.
What he's always done, Podmore, is made sure that the comeback is better than the setback.
Yes. All 7 wins, finishes. Last warning for the open hand. Dan acknowledged it right away, so my bad.
He doesn't want a point deducted at this stage.
No.
Oh, good shot
Right
again.
hand. Look at that. Doubling
Quick
up
hands.
the hook.
Quick hands. And a jab then that really hurt Markic.
This is a much different Dan Podmore than we even saw when he beat Ryan Barrett to win
100%.
the BKB Bridgerweight World Championship.
100%. He's now a better all-round fighter.
No question.
Is that the same as absolutely?
Yeah.
Just checking.
It is. No, he's not, Tom. Is that better? You're wrong again.
Absolutely. Wouldn't be the first time.
That I can agree with, meaning me too. Pace is slowed a bit. That said, keeping control of the pace is what Podmore's doing here, because he's not taking any damage.
These are big guys, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Oh, both connected.
Because at this weight, one good punch can end the fight. Either way.
Either way.
I'm really impressed with the jab, the use of the jab from Podmore. Absolutely brilliant.
And Dan said the technical wasn't there. Now it is. I've fallen in love in a whole different way with this sport. And he plans on being on top for a long time.
Who's he going to have to fight then? Talk to me.
Dorian Darch is going to chase him down in the parking lot.
Nah.
Other than that, no, I didn't mean it literally.
No, I know
but
what you're
he
saying.
does want that.
Who in America is going to fight him?
Yeah, it's a good question. Good question. Jerome Hatch might move up to Bridgerweight.
Wow, there you go. Now that'd be a fight.
That would be. He talked about it after his last win, back-to-back overhand rights from the hatchet wins.
Oh, do you see him then? He's just shouted to Markic, come on. He wants him to fight him. Wow.
Midway point of this championship matchup. Look at that hematoma on the left side of the head of the challenger.
Do you think, I mean, I've not been in there, does there a stage when you think you know you really don't want to be there, do you think?
Yeah, there has to be. I don't know if that exists with an Emil Markic or a Dan Podmore.
No. Yes, there's no retreat, is there? No back foot. They're going to go to the end. And we're watching again there. That jab and there comes, oh, boom. Hey, but listen, Markic stayed on his feet. That was a good right hand, and Markic stood there and took it.
Our Hall of Fame matchmaker, Mel Valenzuela, just texted me, I have some playmates for Podmore stateside. Oh, yeah, they're lining up.
Thanks for listening, Mel.
Yeah, thank you. Of course. The Hall of Famer is our matchmaker. Does a great job. Jim Freeman,
both
the
of them
same
together.
here in the UK, and they do work together.
They work together brilliantly.
There's that jab again to establish the start of round number 4.
Nobody knows fighters in this country better than Jim Freeman.
And I would say the same for Mel Valenzuela in the United States of America. Boom with the right hand. Just that slip and rip. Boom, right on cue. Slip and rip. That was a clean punch to the eye. He is breaking Markic down.
Slowly but surely. And that slip and move, look, the feet slip and move.
Yep. Good.
Now, there's the difference. He got hit and straight away he came back with a punch.
Yes.
Counter punching, excellent.
A good Irish lad, Michael Conley in the States. You look at him and then you look at Peter Welch from Saudi, and they always say, smart feet, smart fighter, slip and rip.
100%.
How about Cody East as a possibility?
Wow, there you go.
Coming off what is maybe the greatest fight ever. What a battle it was.
He's got to win this first.
He does. Thank you, Mel.
But he is looking sharper than I've seen him, Dan Podmore.
He is.
Great feet. And I'm not sure, but I can't see a mark on him.
No.
See, his head movement as well is good. Picking his punches.
Nice. Moved to the side a bit, landed the body shot.
That jab, the use of that jab is as good as he's ever been for Dan Podmore.
1-2, and he covers up. Maybe a little bit of an accidental eye poke. Big Pod working through it. Yep, see him wiping the left eye, little blood. It's bothering Dan a little bit, Tom.
Have I got this right, or is it not?
Ooh, that is the best
that's a great
jab thrown tonight by Markic. That snapped his head back. Slavic Warrior said, hey, don't forget, Big Pod, I'm a warrior.
I was just beginning to wonder, with watching that start of that round, whether or not he got it still in him, Markic, and then he comes back with that.
Yeah. So the answer would be
yes.
Yes, he does. Best round thus far for the challenger.
Brilliant stuff from, I've got to say, Podmore, everything about him is improved. His head movement, his feet. You watch his knees getting, because all your head movement comes from the knees, doesn't it? Your knees, you move. Brilliant. That's Kennelly working wonders with him. But for every good teacher, you've got to be a good listener.
Big time. From not a mark on him to the damage under the left eye.
That might have been the
champ.
punch you said. The punch you said has done that.
And James Michael, my apologies, I know it's Kennelly. My mom, Irish Catholic. I just went stateside for a second and said Cotton. But I won't do it again, I promise.
He was in the Irish Guards, Michael. Proud Irish Guardsman.
I know. Apologies to the entire Kennelly family.
Because they'll be after you.
Oh, I know they will. Let's start with the truth.
That's really caused a really swelling under the eye of Podmore. That was a great shot.
Wonder if the orbital is damaged with that swelling coming up so quickly.
There you go.
They're going to check it.
They want the medical.
Yeah.
He don't have it. He's not having it done. He wants to fight.
Oh, they're checking Markic. That hematoma.
Another checking both.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Let him go.
All right.
Thumbs up.
So you want to be a bare knuckle boxer and compete in the smallest surface in combat sports?
No.
These two don't mind it.
It takes a special breed, doesn't it?
Yes.
A special courage, a special type of person to want to get in this ring.
That's why anybody who gets in is already a winner.
But you know, sitting in front of TV, we can all be great fighters.
Absolutely. We can break it down. We can tell them what they did wrong.
Yeah.
Tell them what we would have done.
Yeah.
But not have the ability to ever do it.
100%.
Fifth round. Round number 4 was the best for the challenger. Early on, it was all Big Pod. Get off the line. Michael Kennelly just said to Dan, get off the line. Get off the line, Dan.
That's a good cornerman who spots it. A good cornerman, a good trainer.
Nice left hook by the Slavic Warrior. 2 minutes on the clock, round 5. Title fight, 6 3-minute rounds. Podmore the champ, looking for his first title defense.
He certainly made a mark this last round, doesn't he? Round and a half, Markic.
And again, Markic. Now it's Markic's jab that's landing. Body from Podmore. It's going to be a potentially long 4.5 minutes for both men. Now bloodied up is the champion.
But look at Markic, he's come forward all the time.
Yep.
Just a forward, front foot. Oh, great combination.
Great 1-1-2 answer from Big Pod. This is why BKB and the Mighty Trigon are the top of the game, the trendsetters, the future for this great sport. The oldest form of combat. Modern day, it is as enjoyable as any to be part of, and definitely to have the seat that you and I have, Tom.
Incredibly privileged to sit here and watch these guys. And John L. Sullivan, he was the epitome of bare knuckle boxing. I remember him saying he'd rather fight than go to a funeral. Although he did fight at a funeral once.
I'm sure he did. Fought in 100 degrees for about 3 hours. Final 30 seconds of the 5th round. Championship rounds still to come. Much more even in the 4th and 5th than it was early.
But a great fight nonetheless.
Yeah, no knockdowns. 6-round fight.
Yet.
Just saying.
Wow. One round.
Could it be 3-2?
Maybe.
Yep.
I've got it at 4-1 if I'm honest. But 3-2 you wouldn't argue with the last 2 rounds from Market.
Exactly.
But I think his punches from Podmore were telling for me. But who knows what judges think? We're only watching.
Yep.
But now they're tired. 2 big guys with a knockout punch. Anything can happen in this. Do not blink at home because this is going to be special.
3 minutes remain as they attend to Emil Markic and to Dan Podmore.
I've got him ahead though, Podmore, to be fair.
I have him ahead. I just don't know if it's 4-1, 3-2, but it doesn't matter what we think.
No.
What really matters is what's going to happen in these final 3 minutes.
100%.
6th and final round. The champion in the white trunks. The challenger in the black and gold trunks. Both men bloodied, swollen, but not beaten.
It's
far
interesting.
from it.
It's interesting because his corner would have said to him, listen, you're winning, keep out of trouble, don't get hit. Market should have been told, you've got to go for it. So who knows what's going to happen here?
But if you stay passive, potentially give away a round because of not being on the offense.
Then who knows?
Then who knows?
But for Markic, I think without a doubt he's got to risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah. But man, after the damage he took in the first 3 rounds.
Wow, yes.
To come back the way he did in the 4th, very even round 5, and 2 minutes remain in our co-main event for the Bridgerweight World Championship.
And both look like they've been in a fight.
Because they have.
Because they have, exactly right. But how good is the matchmaking?
Oh, it's tremendous. Well, it also is the roster that has been built.
There you go.
By our leaders, top to bottom. Good combination, finishing with the left hand there by Big Pod. Midway point of the 6th and final round. Double jab, right hand lands for Markic.
They always say sometimes it's better to finish better than start the fight better, you know what I mean?
Leave that impression.
Because judges can be influenced by the final rounds.
Dan certainly not passive here.
No.
In the 6th and final round. 1 minute on the clock. Double jab from Podmore, then from Markic. Markic landed, and again he landed. They tie up with 40 seconds.
They're 2 tired fighters.
They are. And you said about midway point of the fight, no damage.
And
on
now
the
look
face
at
of
him.
Podmore. Yeah.
Now look at him.
"20 seconds remain."
This has been a great fight, Mike.
What you want in a title fight.
No quarter ass given or expected.
Looks like this title fight is going to go the distance. It will be in the hands of the judges.
Both Podmore eyes are closed.
They go the full 6 rounds. Is it a defense for Podmore, or do we have a new champion? The official decision of our co-main event coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 full championship rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Judge number 1 sees the contest 58-57, while our second and third judges see it 58-56, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, and still the BKB Police Gazette Diamond Bridgerweight Champion of the World, Big Pod, Dan Podmore.
That dominance early, even without a knockdown, earned Podmore some 10-8s.
Absolutely right, and won the fight. And justified, I think.
Absolutely.
He's won the fight.
What a performance by both men. Congratulations to Big Pod. A victor again, defending the BKB Bridgerweight World Championship. Who is next? Give him time to heal, and then we will find out. Still to come, our main event of the evening. And again, it is a 6-round title fight, and a good one for everyone to watch. Liam Rocky Rees, Martin, the Rebel Reffell, Rocky, the Welsh champion. The Rebel wants to steal the show. Our main event for the Super Welterweight title when we come back.
Not 5-9. They're trying to finish it. They're all looking for the big punch.
Yeah, oh, and there is one. Big right hand lands for Liam Rees right on cue. It is all over. Rocky Liam Rees is going to bring the belt home to Wales.
Talking to Liam Rees, the world super welterweight champion. What's that feel like?
Feels amazing, you get me? Because normally I'm the underdog and stuff, and being the world champ now, there's no better feeling than it. 4-0 now. Each one of them is a totally different fighter, different style fighter, so I've had to adapt to every fighter, I'm a different fighter. So same with Martin Reffell now, we work totally different, and you see a different version of me again.
Martin Reffell, 6-2. Now you get your opportunity for a world title shot.
Yep, finally got there, so I've worked hard for this, so it's going to be a good one. I'm expecting a tough fight, a really tough fight. The guy's no walk in the park. He's a good fighter, front foot fighter. He throws as he walks, you know, he switches a lot, he mixes it up.
Everyone can throw a punch and box and stand there, 1-2 hooks and stuff, but you need a bit more than that just to win a fight. You've got to be able to switch and move around that ring and use that ring. And I own that centre, and that's what I'm doing. And I think it's suited me to the ground, and it's working.
His last fight, I was there, ringside, and that was a cracking fight, because I personally thought he was losing it on points. I think Scott McHugh had him beat on points, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, bang, and it was done.
He's no Martin Reffell, he's been in the game a lot longer than me. He's just come off a 3-win streak.
He don't want to lose what he's got, and I want what he's got. You know, it's on his home ground, it's in front of his home team, all his family, all his friends, all his supporters. They're all there for him.
He's a forward fighter, a bit scrappy, but he comes to fight, and I know I got my work cut out, but I'm going to give it to him.
A war, an absolute carnage. You know, he's very good at wrapping up opponents, you know, and stopping that clinch work.
He's a soldier, I mean, he's hard.
So it's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be one of the best fights, and I definitely think it's going to be fight of the night.
If I win this now and I come to stay the world champion, which I will win it, I know I will, I want to go up weight class and become a 2-time world champion.
Anything can happen on the night, but I want that title. That is what I want, and he's in the way.
I just got to be a bit technical and put it on him himself.
The fans are going to enjoy it around the world. Like, tune in for that, because it's going to be a cracking fight, and it will take fight of the night, and I'm looking at maybe fight of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. This is your main event of the evening. 6 3-minute rounds for the BKB Super Welterweight Police Gazette Diamond Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the challenger. Here is Martin Reffell.
Rebel said he is coming for it all. He knows his opponent, strong, quick, ready for a fight. He trains hard, I train hard. Let's make some history.
He is the epitome of what a bare-knuckle fighter is. And he'll admit it, he has improved, but he'll admit he's not as skillful as a lot of others. But when it comes to sheer brute force to go, he's the man.
He is Martin the Rebel Reffell.
And now, fighting out of the red corner, the defending champion from Wales, Liam Rees.
That man is the champion. He won the title in his Trigon debut, October 12th of last year in Leeds, when he beat Scott McHugh by knockout in round number 3. It was fight of the night. Tonight, he looks to defend his title for the very first time. He looks to do it here in his home country as he represents Swansea, Wales. Our main event for the super welterweight belt is coming up next. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening, brought to you by Vortex, the challenger, 8 years the elder of the champion. Slight reach and height advantage to Martin the Rebel Reffell. With the official introductions, the one, the only, Big Mo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from the Vale Arena here in Cardiff, this is your main event of the evening. 6 3-minute rounds for the BKB Police Gazette Diamond Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Our referee in charge when the bell rings, Andy Albrighton. This main event is brought to you by Vortex Competitions. So, to those of you watching around the world, to those of you joining us right here in Cardiff, Wales, are you ready to make history? Let's meet the fighters. First, the challenger, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with purple trim. He stands 5 feet, 11 inches tall. He holds a bare-knuckle record of 6 victories versus 2 defeats. And he fights out of Peterborough, England, introducing the Rebel, Martin Reffell. And now his opponent, the defending champion, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks with black and light blue trim. He stands 5 feet, 9 inches tall. He holds a perfect, undefeated bare-knuckle record of 4 victories, opposite no defeats. And he fights out of Swansea, Wales. He is the current, he is the reigning, he is the defending BKB Super Welterweight Champion of the World, ladies and gentlemen, Liam Rocky Rees.
Before you know what I expect. Fingers closed at all times. listen to my instructions, okay? As long as one of you's got an arm free, I'm going to let you work. When you lock up with 2 arms, I'll break you, okay? So touch them up.
BKB Super Welterweight title is on the line. Here we go. The champion, fighting out of Swansea, Wales, in the white and blue. White with purple trim for the challenger.
It's amazing this morning at breakfast and yesterday. These two are joking, laughing, having a sit-down, chatting with their wives, and now they're going to beat each other up.
Mutual respect.
Correct.
Ninth bare knuckle bout for the Rebel, never been stopped.
By his own admission, he's not the most skillful, but what he is a fighter. He loves fighting. The more technical and skillful and slick is probably Rees. But this is a clash of skills, a clash of styles. Who knows what we're going to get?
And man, was that a perfect right to the jaw of Scott McHugh to earn him the belt.
Wow, wasn't it just? But look at the pace already.
Yeah. Southpaw. Liam Rees will switch his stance.
Correct.
We've seen it before, we see it here. He is unbeaten in his bare knuckle career, 4-0.
And he's beat some good guys as well, by the way.
Absolutely. Corey Healy, who was here tonight, unfortunately didn't fight. Joe Fitzpatrick who was in a title fight against the Hitman. Smudger Smith. Of course, Scott McHugh, one of the best.
When you're fighting somebody like Reffell, right, what you've got to remember is there's no time to think. Because while you're thinking, he's hitting you.
Yeah.
So you've got to match him.
Rocky switching the stance a lot here early. They work in the clinch.
But that's only effective, switching your stance, if you then step outside so you negate what the other guy can offer. It's no good keeping your same stance as a orthodox, just switching your way you fight. He's got to move his feet. He's smiling at him as well, Reffell.
That's why he's the Rebel. Start boxing, lads. "20 seconds. Main event. 6 3-minute rounds.
They're going at it now. Good clinching and punching from Rees.
Already a physical matchup. Set for the start of round number 2. The champion, white and blue. The challenger, white with the purple trim. Liam Rees, Martin Reffell.
Reffell had to have work done on his, just above his left eye, or just below his left eye as well. Just had a lot of work done in the interim after the first round.
Both of these competitors talked about not just fight of the night, Fight of the year, maybe the best fight of all time. Time will tell. Hard to top that first one between Smash and Knuckle.
For sure.
Left lands for Rocky.
He's switching all the time now.
Changing levels.
But Reffell's at his most dangerous when you think you've got him cornered.
Dan Podmore had the Slavic Warrior cornered, but he had a little left, didn't he?
Just a touch.
Two men who respect each other, but two men who expect to leave with the diamonds and gold. Rocky would remain the champ. Nice uppercut.
Blood from blood from the mouth or nose of Rees. Not really settled into any rhythm yet, have they, in terms of point scoring?
Which quite often has to do with a lot of mutual respect.
Yeah.
Good avoidance by Reffell.
No backhand, says the referee.
Liam Rees said becoming a champion has brought big changes to his life. He made the sacrifices, worked hard. Now he's working even harder. No backward steps.
Crowd are right behind Rocky Rees, the local lad.
Creative there, 30 seconds.
I do worry that Rees is because it's in front of his own crowd, he's looking for a knockout. Sometimes you have to fight the fight, not the occasion.
Yep. You hunt the knockout, many times you find yourself on the canvas.
Yeah.
Good jab from the southpaw stance.
Wow.
Reffell's got good movement.
Yeah, for sure. Head movement gets him out of trouble as well.
Smart feet too.
But Rocky's throwing a lot of punches that are not connecting. He's trying to impress. Box your fight, like he did against Scott McHugh.
When it was in McHugh's backyard.
Exactly.
Yep.
It leads.
Yep.
Exactly.
It leads. Jason Williams, Keenan Williams in the corner of the champion.
It must be tough though when you're in with somebody you really like and get on with and share times with. It must be hard to get in and try and punch his lights out.
Part of the sport.
Yeah, for sure.
Martin Reffell's wife, Sadie, in his corner tonight. This is round 3 of our main event of the evening.
And she's a good fighter as well, by the way.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's livened up now.
Reffell, father of 6, he said, brilliant girls.
These are two likable guys, you know.
Starting to pick it up here, Tom.
For sure. Pace has stepped up.
The ref had to wipe the sweat out of his eyes that time.
Yeah.
I know, it's not funny. To you and John, it's not.
He keeps shouting at him, Reffell.
That's the gamesmanship, though.
Yeah.
He's always had it.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And you would know better than I. You've called every one of his fights.
He doesn't know. He has no conception about losing. He's lost, but he has no conception about losing when he fights. He's just coming looking for you all the time.
He did say he's never been hit harder than at the Indigo at the O2, the International Cup, when he was hit by Ryan Jett.
Yeah. He was a good fighter, Ryan Jett.
Yeah. Coming off a disappointing result, Ryan Jett with that athleticism, though, wants to stay in the mix. Right now, Rees wants to stay with that belt around his waist.
But since that defeat, he's won a couple of old BKB titles.
Yep.
And then he's won 3 on the spin.
That's what it's about. I mean, his British title shot, Martin Reffell's, was against Scott McHugh on 3 days' notice, and they went the distance. Final minute of round 3.
Have I got this wrong? Please tell me if I have. They both look really tired.
They do.
Could that be like the nervous energy all drained out, draining the...
A lot of adrenaline.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Big swing and a miss by the champ. Good work to the body by Liam Rees. Liam Rees taking over the latter part of this round 3.
He's always trying to find, there you go, that big left hook, the big right over the top. He's looking for the big finish.
Midway through our main event of the evening, the corner of the champion.
He looks a bit distressed there,
to say the least. A lot of emotions.
Yep.
Trying to defend his belt here at home.
And all that energy of what? You've still got 3 rounds to go.
Yeah. Martin Reffell,
I remember,
not even taking the stool.
There was a fight, was it the Thriller in Manila, where I think both fighters, Muhammad Ali, was it Fraser?
Yep.
They both wanted to give up, they'd give that much. You remember the fight?
Absolutely.
Might have been the Rumble in the Jungle, but it was one of them.
Might have been called that. Rees and Reffell. Round 4, white and blue for the man from Swansea, Wales. Peterborough, England. Martin Reffell, the white with the purple trim. Switching the stance a lot. Still in this title fight is the champion.
That switching stance. Oh, good body shot.
Both men breathing out of their mouth. Nice left.
Heavy breathing as well, because they've really fought at a pace, haven't they?
Yeah.
He can hear the crowd, Rocky, 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 and he's fighting to the crowd. It looks to me as if he's trying to impress the crowd and get a big knockout.
1 point.
Whoa.
Backhand, 1 point deducted for the backhand in which he was warned.
He was told first.
Yep. That's huge.
Well, in a close fight, it's very important.
1 point deducted, round 4. Still over a minute on the clock here in the 4th. Just missed.
Great work from Reffell to get out of the way, though.
He's hard to hit.
Isn't that a great tactic? Avoid getting hit.
Yeah, kind of the key.
Oh, he's
hit your opponent and don't get hit.
Now he's bleeding profusely. Rees.
Coming forward again. Got to be careful. Oh, if that nose is broken and he just cleared it, not a good idea. 30 seconds.
I think he's struggling to make any decent impact now, Rocky. He's struggling to make any impact. He's going through a lot of motion, but he's not hurting Reffell.
But is Reffell hurting him?
Well, the nose says he is.
The nose says, but, I mean, the whole 4 rounds of work.
That's the difference. But then I'm looking at the face of Reffell. Look, the mark on his right cheek.
Close fight. Point deducted from Liam Rees. Warned about the backhand. Point deducted in round number 4. Liam Rees is exhausted.
He's stressed.
Yep, there it is. That was a clear backhand.
In the corner, he looks really stressed, Mike. You've got it. Really, really stressed. But I know both these guys. They've worked hard, they've trained hard, they've worked so hard fitness-wise. But he's stressed out because he's expanded all that energy. Look at him. He's give it all.
Yep. And we still have 6 minutes on the clock. Reffell, no need for the stool in this fight for the challenger. Our title fight continues. Main event of the evening. Good start for Liam Rees. Round 5. White and blue for Rocky, the Rebel. The white with purple trim.
I think we're definitely at the point of who wants it most.
Yeah. And what is the mindset now of Liam Rees, knowing that he had a point deducted in round 4 of a very close fight?
Correct. There has been a lot of misses. And when you throw that punch and miss, your energy is used. More than when you connect.
Not quite the bounce and the step of either fighter, but we've watched it. Quite understandable.
It's grueling, isn't it? What they're going through. It's grueling. And he keeps switching that stance and then jabbing as he switches.
Good combination right in front of us. Good uppercut. Nice flurry by Liam Rees there.
He's finding a little bit more, isn't he?
Yep.
A little bit more from somewhere. He's digging very deep at the moment.
Just past the midway point of round number 5. Again with the uppercut from the clinch. Rocky with those hands down.
Oh, better. It's almost he switches after every shot.
Yeah. Has it confused Martin Reffell? Not entirely.
No. It might confuse a boxer more than it confuses somebody like Reffell who just come forward.
Yeah. He does say he is a slick, old-school fighter, awkward at times.
But look at Reffell's face as well.
Yeah. Rees unbeaten in his white-collar boxing career, 13-0. 4-0 without the gloves on. 15 seconds on the clock.
And it's a joy to watch fight. Rocky Rees, an absolute joy. As is Reffell.
We are headed to the championship round.
Podmore and Scotsford, both fight of the night.
Sixth and final round. 3 minutes remain. The belt is on the line.
Good shot. Great shot from Rees. Great shot. Body shot.
Needed.
Great shot. He might have ended it there. He might have ended it. It's over.
It is all over! Liam Rocky Rees remains the BKB Super Welterweight World Champion.
Wow. We did talk, didn't we, about the debilitating body shot that can end a fight. Everybody wants the big knockout. Everybody wants the shot on the jaw, but that can end a fight. And that's the best shot in the whole fight.
With the point deduction, things were very close. Both men could have gotten the nod through 5, but Rees definitively finishes the fight and remains the champion, defending here in Wales.
Oh, what a shot.
Just shut his body down.
Oh, it shut it down. And it was right in towards the kidney. Brilliant.
And Rocky, you see the reaction, the celebration.
Because he had to dig something out.
You got to dig deep to be a champion, deeper to remain a champion. We thank both men. That was fun.
Wow. You know, you can't fail to be impressed when two men give everything they've got and give no more. Forget about ability, they give it all.
And the mutual respect that we spoke of the entire night, the entire fight.
It's there to see.
Yep. They both have been around a long time. That is a sense of relief before celebration for the champion who just defended to make it official, Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Andy Albrighton calls a stop to this contest at 26 seconds of the 6th and final round, declaring your winner by knockout and still the BKB Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Liam Rocky Rees.
6th round finish for the defending champion. Scott Burt, our CEO Greg Bloom, helping to celebrate along with Rocky Rees. What a great night for him to do it here at home.
And he looks delighted as well.
Delighted now, relieved a moment ago, Tom. He will visit with Gareth A. Davis.
Well, I'm chasing the champion around the Trigon. Liam, we've only got a couple of minutes. What a tough, grueling, debilitating fight that was.
That was a fucking war. You know what I mean? That was a big war. And he's a tough bugger. But one shot we've been working on all camp is 2 light to the head, 1 left hook to the body. So all we've been practicing. And he said, it'll fucking come, don't try it. And he didn't even try it. 6th round before it go late. Now I'm a bit fucked. Pop, pop. Little left hook to the body. Good night. It worked.
Great commentary, better than Mike and Tom there, to be honest. Brilliant performance by you. What do you want next?
A vacation with my family and kids first. And also want to say thank you to my family first. And all the supporters that cover me a lot. The sponsors, newest sponsor on board, Vortex for there. Thank you, everyone. And the next, I want to go up a weight and we have LT Smash, or stay at my weight and we'll have Robert Duran. Robert Duran Jr., we'll have him next.
So you like the idea of middleweight with Smash?
I'd like to go up a weight, because we're 2 times world champion in 2 different weights. But if that's not the case, I know Robert Duran's back in action. And I know we got the Ice Rink Arena in November time, so I'll have him there.
Liam Smith, everybody, give him a huge round of applause. Gentlemen, back to you.
Our fight of the night is brought to you by Taco Farms. It was our co-main event of the evening. It went the distance. Dan Podmore and Emil Markic. Early on, all big Pod. Later, Pod got banged up, but not defeated, as Dan Podmore and Emil Markic awarded our Taco Farms fight of the night.
How lucky is the red corner?
Oh, red corner was where you wanted your money tonight. And then our knockout of the night, brought to you by Clue nicotine pouches. And we just saw it, 26 seconds into the 6th and final round of the first title defense for Liam Rees. Liam Rees earns knockout of the night, brought to you by Clue nicotine pouches. Next up, May 31st, Jacksonville, Florida. Gustavo Trujillo, unbeaten. Poland's unbeaten, Kamil Sokolowski. The Emperor Bare Knuckle, marvelous Marco Martiniak, defends his Super Cruiserweight Championship against 5-0 #1 contender Jordan Fuentes. Plus, BKB champions Brandon Burr, DJ Linderman, and the GOAT, Jose Fernandez, return to the mighty Trigon. Tom Ross, what a great night of fights.
And
Always
I'll be
a
watching
pleasure.
that fight. I'll be watching that show.
As we all will, and we deserve it. Great performance by everyone tonight. It all started with Dan Laurel. Quick work, back to his winning ways. Martin McDonough. Red was where it is. Ash Williams, Kieran Harding, Tyler Goodjohn, Dan Podmore, and Liam Rees. For Gareth A. Davies, Big Mo, and my partner Tom Ross, Mike Goldberg saying so long until next time. We see you right back here inside the Trigon.
Yeah, wait. I can't go any closer at the moment, so I'm here. Right. I'm I'm sitting on a chair for you. There we go. Well, I'm here with Callum Skane, one of the rising stars of BKB. Got to ask you, first of all, what's that all about?
It's just a little message to Harry Gigalotti to stop running and come and fight me.
Think he's running, are you?
Yeah, he's a little pussy.
Oh, so what are you going to do to him when you get in the trigon with him? So far, you've been an adept, fast, poise, power. Are you going to take him apart?
I'm going to put him to sleep.
Wow. Will we see this fight soon, in your view? Do you want him next?
Yeah, I won the fight, but I don't think he wants the fight. So if he's ready, he knows where to go.
Go on, give us a final message into camera to Harry Gigliotti.
Stop running, you know where I am.
Callum Skane, you heard it here. Wants you, Gigliotti. Skane, one of the rising stars of BKB. Got to ask you, first of all, what's that all about? Well done. Look forward to it. Yeah. Tell me when, yeah? Okay. Well, I'm here with Knuckle royalty, as he's known in the Dragon's Lair. Barry Jones, how are you doing, brother?
Oh, great, thanks.
When are you going to be out next?
Hopefully September or November, hopefully.
You're coming off the back of a fantastic victory over Gregory Cisneros. Have you had time to take it all in?
To be honest, I haven't really thought about that. To be honest, so the fight before, that's all I've been thinking about, and I want a rematch.
The fight before, of course, was your first defeat to LT Smash Nelson. Have you got a little dartboard at home that you're throwing punches at most days, or not?
No, I'd probably miss anyway because I'm not good at darts, but that's the only fight I want now. Perhaps I might have to have one before him. He might not want to fight me, but it's the only fight I want.
Is that at super middleweight, in your view?
I don't think he'll come up. If he does, it'd be better for me, but if I have to go down to super middle again, I'll do that.
What if they throw you a light heavyweight title defence first, say against a Cub Hawkins?
Yeah, I'll fight anybody, you know. If it means I'll get to him, so I'll fight my mother if I have to, but as long as I can get to him in the end, I'll keep going. Like.
Have you got a message for Smash at the moment?
Well, just fight me. I just want a rematch, so fight me.
When do you think you're going to be out next?
Hopefully September or November, so that'll be good for me. Like.
Brilliant to see you, Barry, as always.
Yes, thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
No worries, thank you.
Can I get a photo?
Yeah, of course.
Can we get that light again? 1 second. Gentlemen.